I'm so happy and grateful for my health and vitality. I am so happy and grateful for my healthy, honorable son. I am so happy and grateful for my winter coat and winter boots. I am so happy and grateful for my company. I am so happy and grateful that I earn money. I am so happy and grateful that my bills are paid in full and on time each and every month. I am so happy and grateful for my beautiful, sexy body. Oh, what I definitely could have done was just record you guys me going live and doing my Instagram live. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, I am going live Monday through Friday at 7 a.m.-ish to talk about self-development topics. So if you're not following me over there, you definitely should. And I know that I'm supposed to be vlogging my week and how I kind of work and stuff like that, but I forgot to show you guys this, so I'll definitely try to catch that tomorrow. It is 7:37, so now I'm going to sit in my office nook, which is not the cleanest place right now, but I'm going to sit over here in my office nook and I'm going to do, dark, you guys can see me there, and I'm going to do some computer work for a little bit. So I was about to start preparing some food and I realized that like you guys don't know what I eat when I go to the gym, and I think that that would be something that you guys would be interested in seeing. So I have started a couple of new habits. So my morning routine starts around 4:30 a.m. I'm already a morning person, so waking up at 4:30 isn't really a challenge, but it is something that I'm doing intentionally because I'm enjoying going live every single morning, Monday through Friday, over on Instagram to do a little self-development, and I need to be set and prepared and ready for that. But today is a gym day and I go to the gym at 2 p.m. and I figured that I would show you guys what I eat today, as well as kind of just like take you along in my day. So because it's a gym day and also because it's delicious to me, I'm starting out with, say it with me people, a beautiful kale salad. And this kale is about, I think it's about, we can at least say it's about 10 days old because I only have like enough for maybe like one more. This kale is about 10 days old and you can see it's like still super fresh because the way that I store it in my, grocery haul video, that's just the way that I found that it has been able to maintain its epic freshness. So I'm gonna dress my kale and, you know, just throw some olive oil over it. And this is just an olive oil spray that just makes it a little easier to get it all over. Throw a little olive oil spray on top of it. And I'm also going to do a little Himalayan sea salt. Just toss that over the top. I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes. While my kale is marinating, I'm gonna soak half a cup of rice. I'm gonna have a Buddha bowl. Oh, you guys can't see that rice, can you? I'm gonna soak half a cup of rice because I'm gonna do some sort of Buddha bowl later. This is some turkey that you guys didn't know that I had left up. Well, you knew that I had it, but you didn't know that I was using it recently because it was turkey that I had from Thanksgiving that I recently thawed out, and I want to make sure I get rid of it. So I'm going to put about this much shredded turkey in my salad, some spinach in there. Now I'm gonna go over to the office and I'm gonna have my first meal of the day, which is just a little spinach kale salad with not very much turkey at all, but it's meat nonetheless. 10:30. I have been working since 7 a.m. so it's 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 4 hours. And so this is a bit of a new schedule for me as well, because I just started doing the lives. Like, I was already getting up fairly early, but going into work, like starting work at 7 is fairly new for me. And I tend to work anywhere. It's kind of dark in here. Let me turn the light on. It looks really dark, but it's not. It's 10. But then I'm yellow. I'm gonna be taking a nap, so I'm just gonna leave the lights off. But I tend to work anywhere from 4 to 5 hours a day. And I haven't actually taken a break yet, and so it's about 10:30, so I'll probably take a little nap, a little power nap, or I'm probably actually just going to be watching some Game of Thrones. But I figured that since I'm showing you guys a week in my life, I can be honest about like sort of what I have been doing. So this morning I did my IG live at 7. I was off of that about 8. From about 8 to 9, I did my inbox, because my inbox, I'm getting tons of emails. On a side note for emails, I'm the only person that's managing my inbox, and I would love for people who are sending me messages, whether it's about the Money Mindset Manual or it's about coaching or whatever. If you put that in the subject line, it really, really helps me to be able to respond faster. And I'm only saying that now because my emails are really actually like, it's significant what it takes for me to get through my emails. So I did that for about an hour. Then I did a half an hour of community building in my various communities that I have. I also did some work for my 21 questions, my 21 questions guided journal. And now I'm just trying to think of like all the stuff that I did. I did some calendaring, some scheduling. What is today? Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. So the other thing that I'm doing too is I'm switching up my work routine a little bit. Now that I have decided that I am 100% committed to continuing to build my company part-time, I'm switching up some of my systems just so that I can be a lot more efficient. And so I haven't decided what Wednesdays are, but Tuesdays are like admin days, Thursdays are coaching days, and so I don't know what my Monday, my Wednesdays, and my Fridays are, but I do know that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are the days that I go to a personal trainer, and it's also the days that I study French. So I do know that my work day period, no matter what, like even if I'm on a roll, will end at 1 p.m. when my French lesson starts. So I'm open to working from 7 to 1 on those days, but then it may put me over the number of hours, because max hours a week that I work is 30. And that's something that I had to add because I'm really falling into the space of like not falling, but I'm really moving into the space in my company and my work now where like I pretty much love every single thing that I'm doing, like all aspects of it. And so when you love something that you're doing, like it's really, really easy to fall into like doing it all the time, even when it's not healthy. So max hours that I get is 30 hours a week. And with me starting my day at 7, like specifically, and I know that that's work because when I'm on Instagram, as much as I love that, that's work. With me starting my day at 7, if I do 5 hours a day, then my day is ending around 11:30, 12 o'clock, depending on what time I pop on live. So I'm still just, you know, that was a lot of rambling. I don't know if there was anything informative in there, but I'm still just trying to figure out like how specifically am I going to organize my day? Am I working specific hours? Because like, for example, on my coaching day, that's like my longest day. So there's at least 8 hours that I work in that day, which means that I have 22 hours to spread over the other 4 days. I've thought about, you know, keeping my Fridays off. Like I just haven't decided, but I do know I have decided on part-time, and I have decided on blocking and batching and whatnot. And part of the reason why I'm taking a nap today is just because I'm tired. That's not necessarily common, but I am a little bit tired because of the work that I was doing earlier. Yeah, I think I'm rambling now, mostly just because I'm tired. So I will talk to you guys when I wake up from my nap / watching maybe Game of Thrones. Okay. After all that chatting, I'm actually not going to be watching Netflix. I'm going to do some more reading of this amazing book. This book is so good. I'm not even done with it, but I can't wait to like put up a review for you guys. So I'm gonna do that because I'm like physically like I need a minute to just take it all off, but I'm still a little bit awake in my mind. So today, just waking up from, did take a little bit of a nap. I read a little bit, but also I was doing some mild research for a couple of podcast episodes that are coming up, and these episodes are going to be awesome. I wouldn't miss them if I were you. I'm now dressed to go to the gym, but it made me think about, I put together a gym bag today because, so I've been going to the gym now. This is probably like my fourth week, my fourth, maybe going into my fifth week. And I've been going consistently enough to now I understand why people have gym bags. Like, I just thought that that was just the most extra, like, oh, put it in my gym bag. It's not extra. It's really important. At my particular branch, I don't know if this is, everybody has this, but there's like a sauna in there, and there's a pool, and you know, there's just all these different like really nice amenities, especially when you get into the girls locker room. But I realized that like I can't really use any of those amenities because, like, you know, I don't have, like, I don't know, shower shoes, and I don't have, you know, I just don't have the things to go in there. And like, even if I did go in there, like, I don't have anything to refresh myself. Like, I don't have any lotion to shower with, or any soap to shower with, or any lotion to put on. So it's like, I get it. I get, like, and I also get too, like, now that I'm at the space where I'm like actually working out to the point of sweating, because I'm not a super like sweaty person. Like, thankfully I'm just naturally not like a hairy person or a sweaty person. And so I'm able to, like, you know, not have to, I'm very low maintenance. I think that that's what that would probably be called. And so because of that, like, you know, I just didn't think about any of those things. But like, so for example, I definitely like changed my clothes, but even when I think about like walking to the gym and walking back, like there's been a couple of times where I probably should have like waited because I'm like sweaty underneath my workout clothes and I'm walking home in the cold, and that's not a good combination. But if I had a gym bag with some spare clothes in there, I could probably just jump in the shower, stick in the sauna for a little bit, you know, wash my face and whatnot, and, you know, come out refreshed and be ready for the rest of the evening because my appointment is at 2. So yeah, that was just something that I was like thinking about as I was preparing my gym bag, which is just one of my bags that I have in the house. But I am now like actually thinking through, oh, like I need a little, you know, I need a little thing for, I don't need it, I probably want a little thing for gym stuff, just so that that's always organized. And like with my personal trainer, we have a book where we track everything, and like a couple of times I forgot my book, and I'm just like, oh, if I had a gym bag, that's probably where I would put it. So it's very interesting how sometimes like you don't understand why people say stuff, or why people, or even like athleisure wear, I don't know how to say it, gym clothes matters, man. Worked out in some non-gym clothes. And it's, I mean, it's not a necessity, but does it change the experience? Yes. Does it change the sweat factor? Yes. Does it limit the amount of times you're like pulling up your pants? Yeah. And you're like working out in proper gym clothes. So it just made me think about, like, even like with my capsule, how something that I was really interested in is getting very clear and distinct between my pajamas and my loungewear. It's like gym wear or athleisure wear. I think that that's a thing. Like getting really clear on that. It's not that you're trying to be like overindulgent. It's just, it makes it easier to transition from the different things that you're doing in life, because it's just like, you know, you guys saw I was a little bit more dressed for work this morning just because I prefer to get dressed for work. I understand that I work for myself in my office nook, but when I have my building and all those things, like I'm going to show up at work, but I can't wear that to the gym. And then like now I'm in this and I'm going to sweat in this when I work with my trainer. And it would be lovely to put on something when I come out that's not my work clothes, because I'm not going back to work, but also enough for me to, if I had a social life, which I don't have one of those just yet, working on that, you know, something for me to transition into whatever evening activities. So it's just like, there's just things that make sense when you like participate in different activities. Like, things make sense. Like, as much as people make it seem like, oh, people are just making things for no reason, it's like, nope, that actually does solve a really specific problem. The gym bag is like aerated, solves a problem. There's little pouches in there. designated space for clothes. You can put shoes in there. Like, that's the other thing too. It's like cold. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, do I wear my snow boots and walk and put my tennis shoes in the bag? Or do I wear my tennis shoes? Like, you know, like just thinking through these things. It's like, this must be what a gym bag is for. So anywho, I just thought that I'd share that with you guys because I definitely did just take like 20 minutes to put my gym bag together. And I'm excited, very excited that these are the things that get to take up my afternoon, because it's like, I go to the gym. Like, I'm somebody who goes to the gym. Like, I'm kind of excited about it, guys. So, all right. Oh, you guys are getting a little bit of all the things today. This is, I believe you will have seen my intentions for 2019 by now, and Speak French is one of my intentions. So I am learning to speak French from, I don't know if you guys can see that really clearly, but from this woman. Her SoundCloud podcast is French is Beautiful, and I really love how she organizes her podcast. She has in her playlist, she has daily pronunciation. So I do one a day, which is super nice because there's 428 tracks. And the reason why I know how to say I don't know in French is because I did her daily pronunciation of je ne sais pas. Conversations and verbs. Then she has study hour, she has pronunciation, and she has Paris lessons. The Paris lessons are a little bit longer, so what I tend to do is on my walk to the gym is I listen to the Paris lessons, because it's like, I don't know, sometimes they're like 30 minutes to 90 minutes. It just depends. So yeah, like an hour. And it's just great because she'll talk about different things that she's doing in her transition there. Or like, this is the one I'm actually going to listen to today, which I'm assuming she's reading the prologue of The Alchemist, but just reading the whole thing in French. So I'm just going to listen to that whole thing today, which is super awesome. Her voice is beautiful. Like, she's just a super easy person to listen to, but I just find that the way that she organizes and structures her free value that she offers is something that's really been benefiting me. And if you look at like her pronunciation lessons, they're like less than a minute are most of them, which is really nice because you're just focused on that specific word. So every single day I learn a new word, and then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays when I'm walking to the gym, I listen to a French lesson. Okay guys, I'm home from the gym and I'm going to prepare myself something to eat. I'm going to start out with having a couple of apples. I'm going to have 2 of these and a little bit of peanut butter. Hold on, this is my maintenance bin. Hello? Yes, I was calling because my ceiling is leaking. My stomach is like basically on 0 because I haven't had, I think the last thing I ate was what, hummus? I'm not for sure. But I'm going to have my post-gym snack, and then I'm going to make some dinner. I'm really excited about these Honeycrisp apples. So yeah, if you guys can see me prepare that.
Bonjour mes beautés. Today we have deux coupes, which means 2 champagne glasses, or figuratively 2 glasses of champagne. Repeat after me. Coupe. Coupe. Deux. Deux.
Okay, so this was supposed to be a weekly vlog, but I didn't do it a weekly vlog because every week when I tried to do it, something would go on, and I finally realized that the reason why January wasn't able to be a weekly vlog is because I had all of the excuses, valid excuses, but all of the excuses in the land not to record. Excuse number 1 not to record is because my face is just breaking out unbelievably, right? Look at this, and I have been like trying to figure out what's going on with my face. And when I say it's like breaking out, like just super breaking out, my lips have been very dry. I'm like, my skin is chapped. What's going on? I'm like, oh man, you know, this winter is so rough. Like, what's happening? Something's wrong. And you know, being on camera, the last thing that I want to do is be on camera with like not great skin. And so at first I was just like, oh, I'll just put some makeup over it. And so I was doing that, and then I was just like, oh, is my face breaking out more because I'm wearing so much more makeup? And I was literally talking to my friend, and I was just like, yeah, I think I need to stop wearing makeup, or maybe my skin is aging. Like, something is going on, because like out of nowhere, I mean, this is, I mean, you can see that I'm not good at not picking at it, because all of this hyperpigmentation is because it's like something would be there and I'd be like, oh, that's interesting, let me destroy it. And then just my skin just turned, like, this is 30 days maybe of like my skin being destroyed. Okay, I'm on a little bit of a tangent there, but the point is, so initially when I wasn't doing the daily vlog, or I wanted to vlog daily to put up a weekly vlog. And I was finding it more and more difficult to do daily vlogging because I wasn't liking my face when I would come on, and I would like wake up and my face would just, I'd be like, I don't know, I look different. And so I kept thinking, oh, you're aging, that's what it is. You just have to adjust to the fact that you're aging, whatever. So then I was just like, whatever, when I do pick up the camera, I'll record, or I'll just wear makeup and I'll just figure it out, whatever. But then when I was wearing makeup, I thought the makeup was breaking me out. So long story short, I just didn't want to come on camera. First excuse was because my skin has broken out terribly in the last 30-some days. The other thing that was going on is I really actually had a lot going on in the month of January. At the end of December, I launched a manual, the Money Mindset Manual. It was a very successful launch, and in it being a successful launch, and when I say it was a successful launch, I mean from like a monetary perspective, but also from a like value add perspective. The people who have the Money Mindset Manual, like, they adore it, they love it. I've been getting great feedback. And so with me having that launch at maybe like the last week of December, first week of January, I had about 2 weeks of information, maybe 10 days worth of information that I wanted to bring into my business, and I wanted to build systems around, because it's a beautiful thing to be able to launch something, but it is the work in the business side to be able to keep that thing going, even if I'm not like on top of it. And so I was like, oh, the other reason why you're not vlogging is because you're so busy. You just created this amazing new product in your business, and you've just been focusing on that. And so you just haven't had time to pick up the camera to vlog. And, you know, just that was my excuse. I was just like, I'm trying to decompress from my successful, you know, 5-figure launch, etc. But then I slowly but surely realized that that wasn't the reason. So then excuse number 3 came in. Excuse number 3 was, well, oh, I'm not vlogging and recording a lot of videos because I'm going to the gym, and I'm so super tired when I get back from the gym. I go to the gym 3 days a week, even though for February, my trainer has definitely challenged me to go to the gym 5 days a week, which challenge accepted. So I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm not blogging and I'm not showing up on camera and I'm not doing this thing that I love to do because I'm super tired because I went to the gym. So what I need to do is give myself some grace, because I just did a major, massive lifestyle change. And the reason why I'm not showing up on video as frequently, the reason why I'm not feeling as creative, because that's the other thing. It's not just that I haven't been vlogging. It's like January was probably my least creative month, whether it was like me doing a podcast, me doing a video, you know, me doing any sort of creative output outside of the Stacey Flowers morning show, which is on Instagram. So then I was like, yeah, you know, I'm tired because of this lifestyle change is physically wearing me out. So that was excuse number 3. Excuse number 4 was, oh, I launched this new thing and I'm adjusting to this new thing that I launched. And the new thing that I launched was the Stacey Flowers morning show on Instagram in the morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. I go and I talk about self-development topics, and I just dive deeply in them. So I'm like, that is the reason why I haven't been sharing on YouTube. And, you know, I not that I'm busy, because you guys know that I work part-time. So I couldn't even say that it was because I was busy, but it was just like, I'm tired. And so also during this month, I had like the annual thing of like the apartment people just like coming to make sure you're not destroying their apartment. And so the owner of my apartment complex, for Christmas or for the New Year gift, they gave me a gift card, and it was a gift card to Starbucks. And so I was like, oh my God, I get to have some Starbucks. And I don't know if you guys remember, in a video or so back, I talked about how I have a little bit of a sensitivity to caffeine, but I was like, that's fine. I'll just do decaf caramel macchiatos, which are like my favorite. And because I tend to have a sensitivity to milk, I'll make sure I'm only doing them in almond milk. Well, I don't remember how much the gift card was, but it was enough for me to get a decaf caramel macchiato a couple of times a week. And so I'm like down in these decaf caramel macchiatos. I'm feeling tired all the time. I'm saying to myself, like, you're tired because, you know, you're doing the Stacey Flowers morning show. You're tired because you're going to the gym. You're tired because you're hungry. You're tired because of all of these things. All of those excuses. So I think that's 5 excuses. I woke up today and I realized that the only reason why I haven't been recording is because I haven't been recording. But the reason why I haven't been recording is, yes, because my face is breaking out. But my face is breaking out because I'm eating dairy. And I'm eating dairy because I'm going to the gym and I'm hungry. And the only thing that I want to eat when I leave the gym is pasta. And the way that I've been liking my pasta, is with like a creamy Alfredo on top of it. And because I'm having this creamy Alfredo pasta, like, I'm also very tired because I'm like inhaling these foods that I would normally inhale. And I was like, it was basically like, I had a moment where I realized that, like, because I'm like laying in my bed and I'm like, I need to figure out what is going on with my skin. I can't figure it out. In a month, I went from like consuming no dairy at all, right? Like no dairy for nearly a year, or dairy sparingly, to having dairy like at least every other day. And I'm looking at my face like, I don't know what's wrong with my skin. I don't know what's going on. And it's just like, when that hit me, I just was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick up the camera and I'm going to finish this vlog. I'm going to turn it into a monthly vlog. And then I'm going to make the commitment to do my weekly vlogs, whether my skin clears up or not. Like, because I think the other thing too that I'm realizing with being creative is that, like, anytime I'm not creating at the level that I want to create, something is going on. Now, I may not be paying attention to it. And I think I've just been so overwhelmed by the increase in my finances and facing my fear of success that, like, when obvious things like, Stacey, you don't want to be on camera because your face is swollen and irritated, chapped, and suddenly you have adult acne, it's because you're consuming dairy. But you're consuming dairy because your muscles are fatigued, because you are going to the gym more and you didn't really think through that process. And you're also very, very dry because you're also consuming these decaf caramel macchiatos, and you're doing that because you're tired. And like, this is just a feedback loop of like your body saying, hey, it's not that I have an issue with change. I just have an issue with the changes that you've made. You can't make these changes. And so I realized that I wasn't going to get out of that feedback thing unless I just came on camera and showed you guys like maybe showed myself what was keeping me from doing the thing that I want to do. Because I'm just like, my whole mouth is like, just my lips are dry, like all the breakouts like right around my mouth, and I'm like, I can't figure this out. But when I think about it, it's like, well, this is the place that I'm taking in the dairy and the caffeine, so of course it's going to be the, you know, like focused here, and like even just with the way the breakouts are. So again, all that to say, I missed you guys, and I missed being on here, and I had all the excuses in the land not to do it. And I kept thinking that I just wasn't feeling creative, but it wasn't that I wasn't feeling creative. I wasn't feeling beautiful, and I wasn't feeling beautiful because I did make a drastic lifestyle change, and I didn't think through the change and like what was going to be needed. I mean, I think I thought high level what was going to be needed, but when it like hit me like a ton of bricks, and I just wasn't prepared for it. And that lack of preparation turned into like me not producing a consistent output. Because that was the other thing. I'm like, I'm so tired. Like, why am I so tired? And I couldn't seem to get over the fatigue. And obviously the decaf caramel macchiatos didn't help, because I'm probably more irritated from, and also like if you think about a decaf caramel macchiato, how much sugar is in that? And it's just like, I'm not consuming sugar on a regular basis. So like in terms of like what I put in my body in January, and the immediately my life, like, and I keep thinking, yeah, it's just so many changes. Yeah, it is, isn't it? All the changes that you're making unconsciously. So it just makes me think about how like we have to be present, we have to pay attention to what's going on. And when we can't show up to do the thing that we have a pretty good habit of doing, rather than thinking that it's the thing that we don't want to do, it may be worth like evaluating the other things that we've introduced or started doing that's like getting in the way of that. Because I'm just like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I should be doing all of these videos that I want to do. Like, there's zero reason to not do it. So that is the longest rant in all the land to say that I'm gonna do weekly vlogs, and I'm gonna do weekly vlogs regardless of what my skin looks like. And I'm gonna let my skin help me remember that, like, I can't do stuff I can't consume things that my body hates, because it will show up, and it will show up quickly. And also, I need to figure out how to make amazing pasta dishes without dairy. And I also need to figure out how to make them without tomatoes, because I think tomatoes are in the nightshade family, and I don't have a positive reaction to the nightshade family. But let me tell you, my body wants these carbs, so I need to figure something out. So you guys will get to watch me do that. So until next week's vlog, enjoy the rest of your day.